Okay, this is live. It is going to be whatever it is going to be because this is the second one I've ever done. So let's hope it is not a total flop or a total mess. If somebody is here, say something. Again, I'm button clicking over here, so I'm not saying much right this second because I just started 1 minute and 17 seconds ago. I'm trying to figure out how to fix the fuzzy over here on this side. Also, I'm trying to figure out how to get this to look straight. Again, this is a new beast. Ew, that's really bad. Okay, how's that? That's a little better. Because I'm working on that section right there. And everything on the screen is backwards. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's see. There we go. Hey, all else fails, move the paper, not the camera. Okay. All I got to say is somebody yell at me. So let's see. Okay. Let's tell everybody. So everybody knows that we are here. If I can do this, my channel, I just need well, that is not going to do it. So we're going to go here and we are going to get it from Facebook. Facebook has got all my links. All right, YouTube. Copy. All right, let's do a post. And there's still a picture up here. Tell everybody we're going live because the last time I went live, nobody showed up but me. Well, I think the hubby popped in. He was working. So we're going to put that there. And we're going to paste that there. Okay, let's see if this works. It's not midnight. Jim said the last time it was midnight. So hopefully I have everything set up correctly. We're going to do that. And then we are going to go to Nyx's Notions. Thank you. Oh, this page takes forever. We are doing Mandie Manzano, and there she is. I love when she pops up. Let's see, hashtags, diamond painting, Let's see, WIP. Is there one for that? That's not. Well, there is now. All right, so if anybody's in there just quite yet, I'm not there yet, but okay. There we go. Today is Thursday. 8, 19, 21, 6, 15. Yeah, I'm typing my butt off and it ain't doing nothing. 8, 21. Okay. Now, kind of glad there ain't nobody here yet. I'm too busy fiddling around with all of the postings and stuff. I am no good at this live stuff, so y'all have to bear with me. Okay. Let's see our live stream. Is anybody? Nope. I see nobody yet. Hello, anybody home? All right. I typed something in the box, so at least I know that works. Now, what else are we doing? Let's see. I got Twitter. Let's put it on Twitter. Why not? Add a picture. Do that first. If not, it'll pick up a link. Okay. All right, get my ins and outs. Hey, I got an email. I'm live. Oops, don't want to do that. I'm already there. Don't want to do that. I'm already there. Okay, and let's see. We need to put it on Instagram. Why not? Okay, need the phone for that. Hold that for a minute. Ain't nobody here, so I can play around. So we're gonna. Ooh, I better be. Hello, everybody. Oops. Don't want that. We do want, what do I want? I want email. Thank you. Because you have to use a stupid phone to put anything on Instagram. So we are going to go over here to Instagram. Y'all can tell I don't use my phone a whole lot, right? And we're going to make a post. Post. Ooh, that really needs to be shrunk down a whole lot. And next. Hopefully that's not too big. I think it's going to end up cutting it off. I don't know how to fix that. Oh, that works. All right, let's tell everybody. What did I post on? Okay, let's start with the 8, 19, 21 at 6 p.m. Live WIP and chat. YouTube. Nyx DarkSky. Search. And hashtags. Stupid hashtags. Hashtags. Diamond painting. Diamond painting. And we are doing a Diamond Art Club painting. Diamond Art Club painting. And the painting is by Mandie. Why couldn't you? There it is. Mandie Manzano. And let's see, do we got all our hashtags? I suck at hashtags. Do y'all know that? I really do. And go. Good enough. If that don't work, then I don't know what else to do. And I say, hey, that works. Okay. Somebody wanted to send me a message. Oh well. That's what they make a computer for. It's easier. And I can see it. And I have 3 big, huge monitors to look at. One request. How long ago did you send me your request, Mr. Scott Williams? Oh, Facebook is not telling me anything. Okay, well, apparently he does not exist, so we are going to delete that. And he was in the spam folder anyway. Yeah, people on Facebook, don't forget, okay, if somebody is not in your friends list, check the 3 little dots that's on the left-hand side right next to the word Chads. There is those 3 dots. You click those and then you click on message request. If somebody that is not in your friends list sends you a message, it'll go to message request. You also have your spam. If somebody's trying to spam you, it'll show up there also. So always don't forget to check those, because sometimes, people are trying to contact you or a new friend, or especially if you have a business, it's always good to check that. So yeah, that is my computer class for the day. All right, I got too many windows open. Okay, now, knock, knock, anybody home? Nope, still nobody here but me. Oh, well. If nothing else, this will end up being a whipping chat like our Saturdays. So that is not a problem either, because I am fixing to be working on this diamond painting. So, I have got, oh goodness, guys, I got 6 YouTube videos that are going to be posted on Tuesdays and Thursdays for the next 6 weeks. And I have got 4 more that are in there on the table that I haven't done yet. So yeah, we got a lot of that going on. I hope my videos are doing really good for you guys. I have to tell you this. Today is Thursday, the 19th. It is now 6:27 p.m. This is live. This is my second live that I've ever done. Knock on wood. The hubby is sleeping, getting ready for work. The picture looks good. I don't look like I'm too far away or too close up. It kind of looks okay to me. Let's hope it looks okay to you. Because I do have this on record, so hopefully when this is over, it will show up in my record section. So, yeah. Anyway, went around Grandma's bush, lost track on that one. Oh, new trays. These are the very, very hard, do not bend at all trays. We have the stoppers. We have the new stoppers for them. So, yeah, we got the new stoppers. I am right-handed, and the camera is backwards, guys. I am so not used to this. Anyway, new stoppers, and hubby is working on the cover. So it will have covers, and that's this big, long one. This is my favorite. This is my all-time favorite. So anyway, what I was trying to tell you is that, where is it? There was a lady. Okay, I've been doing YouTube videos for, well, I got like 20 some odd, close to 30 videos now, something like that. Anyway, I've been doing them like, there for a while. I was doing them almost every day, and it was like my wallet was starting to scream because I couldn't keep up with buying diamond paintings all the time just to do unboxings. So it was like, okay, we're going to do unboxings on Tuesdays and Thursdays from now on. And Saturdays is going to be whip and chat days. Okay, where I sit down and just kind of ramble about what's going on for the week. Well, I was sitting here and I was working on this a little bit, and I was watching a couple of gaming YouTube videos, and then Rachel Ray posted her new one, so I watched hers. I love her, guys. Y'all need to go check out Rachel Ray. If I can edit this video, I will put her Facebook and her YouTube, or look her up. So, because she's really sweet, and she has got a lot of great information for diamond painting, and she also has floss too, which is cross stitch. It could be called something else. I'm sorry, I don't do that. That's the only craft that I have dabbled in umpteen trillion years ago, but I am not a hand sewer. I don't know. I just don't have the patience for it. But she does all these little cross stitch kind of pictures and things and what have you. But she's big into the diamond painting community, and she's got a lot of great, helpful information. So if you guys are new or anything, make sure you go check her out. Okay. And so anyway, what I was trying to get around Grandma's bush here to say is, I've been posting these videos for so long, and, nobody's really left me any comments or anything. I think there's been maybe 3 thumbs up, what have you, on my videos. So anyway, it was like, hello, is anybody out there? I figured, yeah, I'm going to be buried in Timbuktu land. I knew that because, it's all about networking. Anything with the internet is all about networking. So anyway, I figured, all right, it's going to grow slowly but surely. It's not going to happen overnight. Sorry. Y'all see that where, somebody becomes a YouTube or internet sensation overnight. Yeah, it don't work that way. Trust me. So, anyhow, I was watching a couple of videos today, just kind of talking to the hubby, getting a couple of Etsy orders out, getting those printed up so I could get those out for tomorrow. Just kind of piddling the day away, to be truthful. And out of the blue, I got this message on Facebook from this lady, and her name is Vicky. I will not give you her last name due to privacy issues, but her name is Vicky, and I'm going to call her Vicky. And I hope she does not mind that I mentioned her first name. Anyway, I got a message from her out of the blue. She is not on my friends list. I did not know her from Adam. So she sent me this message, and she goes, "Hi, I just wanted to let you know I'm enjoying your YouTube videos so much. I am on my 3rd one when you get Hazel, but stop the video before you even unboxed it to send you this. LOL. Can't wait to see it. I love how you explain things thoroughly. Loved it. Okay, on to Hazel." And now this was a couple hours ago, and even now I'm almost in tears, and I am not a crying person. But that touched my heart so much that it's hard to express my emotions on that, because it just brightened my day and made me feel so good that somebody decided to take a couple of minutes out of their day, not only to watch one of my videos, but to send me a friend request and message me. And I was blown away with emotions, because it was so sweet of her to, take time out of her day to look at my videos, and not to mention, message me about it and what she said. And it was like, oh my gosh, my videos helped one person, or, because she's new to diamond painting as well. Granted, I've only been doing this since April, so I'm not, some 20-year veteran at it, But, you know, that's why my videos, I go very slow. I try to explain everything, you know, don't rush, because there's a lot of people that's out there like me, you know, that are new. And that's what my videos are generated for, is for new people. And it was just like, oh my gosh, Vicky, if you are watching this, you made my day. You made my week. Sweetheart, you made my month. I am almost in tears. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your beautiful words of kindness. You do not know how much that has just made my day. I know I keep repeating myself, but I just can't find any other words. And so, thank you. Thank you. An act of kindness, a 2-second act of kindness just goes so far, guys. Just goes so far. I know it does for me. So, you know, I had to come on here. This is a live. This is a spur of the moment. I don't even know if anybody's here. If nobody shows up, that's great and fine. If you guys show up, that's great and fine. So, but I had to. Sorry, I had a sniffle there. Yes, it touched my heart. Yes, I did tear up, and I'm still tearing up because I'm sorry. It was a nice gesture, and it really meant a lot. So yeah, I have the sniffles. Get over it, people. So, but yes, you know. I had to put this out here. I had to say in words, thank you, Vicky. Thank you so much. And you know, everybody, you know, that has shown me kindness and helped supported me, you know, with my YouTube venture, as I call it. Thank you, guys. I just love you guys to death. I mean, I know that all most people see are, you know, words on the screen 9 times out of 10. And honestly, I think this is the first time people's ever heard me speak. And so, you know, it's the people that love and care about me and support me and the kindness that they show me. It blows me away. It just really does. And I'm so appreciative and grateful for the friends that I have. I can honestly say I have true friends that have followed me all over the internet for umpteen trillion years. So, because yeah, I've been on the old interweb since the day the interweb was created. I'm aging myself here, but yeah. So that be what what's going on. But I'm sorry. I had to tell somebody. It was just so sweet and so kind and such a nice thing that I just wanted to share my happiness with you guys. And so I figured that I would tell you guys about that. I had something positive to say while the world is falling apart. And I also wanted to take a moment and show you the progress on, that's a bad place to put that. We don't want to dump drills. I wanted to show you the progress on my diamond painting. Okay, so it's going to be little bits at a time because my camera's fixed. But I'm almost finished. She is almost done. So, Jim, this one's for you, darling. You said you wanted to see my work. All right. Here's the top. Okay. I don't know what you'll see. This live is so much weird. Okay. And it's backwards. Okay. Here's the top. Here we go. I'm going to go slow so y'all can see everything. It looks to me like everything's in frame. I hope so. I'd hate for this video to be posted and it turn out to be a big blob of mess because this is a totally different camera setup. I'm on YouTube Live, is what it is. But anyway, look at how pretty. Didn't her face turn out so pretty? Everybody said they changed her eyes. I was thinking about that. What do you guys think? You think I should change her eyes to maybe blue? I mean, everything around her is kind of blue. She really doesn't have a whole lot of that orange color in her. She's got a lot of blue, got a lot of purples, got some reds. So here we go. Okay, now I have to do something for a second. All right, for people that are new, when you're working on your diamond painting, especially a long one like this, what you can do is take, and once your drills are laid down, you want to roll it under, okay, with the drills facing out. You want to gently roll it under. I know I look like I'm manhandling this, but I promise I'm not. Okay, get my left and my rights here. So you want to gently roll it up, okay, and you want to roll it under like this. And once you get to your spot, now I use these clippies, okay. You can get them on Amazon. They're in the arts and crafts or sewing section. Do not buy these at Joann's. Do not buy these at Michael's. They want to charge you $15 for 8. So you can get them on Amazon, 100 in a box for like $6.99. And it's a cute box too with a lid. And if you can't find them, message me. I'll get them to you. But anyway, so you roll it under and you take the clips, and I put my little clips here, and then I'll put one on this side, and then it holds it in. Oh, sorry guys, hang on. She's very long and very heavy and in my lap. It's because I'm trying to show you this and do that at the same time. So here's her face. Now I'm just going to gently just roll it up and try to pull it up at the same time so you guys can see how much I got done. Because Jim wants to see my finished products. So I got almost all of her dress done. I got all of the blue done. So, and this is where we're at right this minute. I have got 4 squares left, and I'll be totally done. There's the bottom. Here's the bottom. I got 1, 2, 3, and this part here's already done. So I got 3 squares left. 1, 2, and 3. Because I'm working on this one right this minute, which it's almost done. So, all right, I got to roll this back up real quick. Give me a sec. Because she is very long. I kind of like it longer than wider. So when it gets really wide, it's hard to manage on my desk. The hubby is going to make me a new desk that is going to be attached. It's going to become part of the house. Let's just say that. It's going to be like my quilting table. It's going to be very, very big, and it is going to be wall to wall, because this is my office. I don't use it for anything else other than, well, y'all all know that I got 5 ferrets, and this is their home as well, because they are free range. This is I have the office from the kneecap down specifically set up for them. There's nothing that they can get into. There's nothing on the floor except for what belongs to them. I took out the bottom drawer on the left and the right side of my desk, and because ferrets like to sleep in dark places, and it's also better for their health because they are nocturnal. And so I took out the 2 bottom drawers on my desk, and so I put some blankets in there and got a couple of dog beds. that did not have foam. No foam. Anybody that owns ferrets, foam anything, foam toys, foam bedding, anything like that is very foam out of your slippers. Anything that's got foam in it is very, very, very bad for ferrets. It will literally kill them. Okay, because their ferrets have a 6-hour digestive system, meaning whatever goes in the front end comes out the back end within 6 hours. So, and if it gets stuck in the middle, you're in trouble, and it's going to cost a lot of freaking money to get it fixed. And I mean a lot of money. It cost me $1,500 to walk into a vet's office, and that's just to walk in the front door with a ferret in my hand. Owning ferrets is not cheap and not easy. Yeah, so there's a lot to it. But anyway, I think I lost my train of thought there. There we go again, around Grandma's bush. Oh, well, y'all know me by now. If you're here, then that means you like me and you like to listen to me ramble. That's what I got in the tag. Live whipping chat and rambling. So anyway, the ferrets, the babies, they get from the knee down. And my desk is the only thing that is on the floor. And it's literally sitting on the floor. The only thing that's open is those 2 bottom drawers for them to sleep in. Mr. E's desk is very high up. It's kind of like one of those big, long folding tables, like what you see at a bingo hall or something like that. That's what he wanted for his desk, and it has metal legs, so there's nothing for them to chew on, nothing that can fall on them, nothing that's going to hurt them or anything like that. So we made the best of both worlds for them and me, because this is my office, and Mr. E's office as well. However, he's got a big whole garage man cave out there, so he plays in his man cave. And he's got we got computer systems all over the house. So it's kind of like wherever we are, we're good to go. So yeah. Anyway, the babies are, they've got that. But my desk, since I started diamond painting, my desk just doesn't. This is a big desk. This is like, I guess you say a businessman's desk, kind of, because it's really huge. And it's wide, but by the time I have the lights on it, I have one on the left and one on the right. And then by the time I have my laptop, which is over here in this corner, there's no room. So anyhow, it kind of, I just need a bigger desk. This just ain't big enough. I outgrew it. So what he's going to do is he's going to get some plywood, or not plywood. Well, I guess you call it plywood. It's going to be like maple, or I don't know, one of them hardwoods. And I don't know nada about woods. Sorry. All I know is it's not going to be pine. It's going to be oak or redwood or red oak or I don't know, something. And he's going to attach it to the wall, and underneath it is going to be all open, and we're going to do it L-shaped because the closet's over there. Okay, here, crud, this camera is backwards. Okay, the closet's over there, and here's the corner. Okay, and then all of this is wide open. So I've literally got a whole L-shape, 2 walls that butt together. So what Mr. E's going to do is he is literally going to make me a desk that wraps both walls. And it's going to be attached to the walls. That way we don't have anything that can fall on the babies or collapse or, anything like that, heaven forbid. So, because the desk that I have right this minute, like I said, it's literally flat on the floor. They can't get behind it. They can't get under it. They can't get, the only thing that they can get in is where I took out the 2 drawers on the left and the right. And with ferrets, you have to do that because if they can get their nose in a place, trust me, they can get their entire body in a place. And, you don't want them getting in the couch and, stuff like that. They have to be, if they're free range, you have to keep tabs on them 24/7 because they will get lost in a house in a heartbeat. We moved in here. We bought this house, I want to say 5 years ago. And this room was set up specifically for them before we even moved in a stick of furniture. So we baby proofed this room. We did everything that we thought of to do for them. So we got all moved in, and it was winter. It was the first winter that was here. And we have our houses 50 years old, and we're the second owners. The person that owned the house built the house. He bought the land, he built the house, he built the garage that's the same size as the house. So we pretty much got two houses for the price of one. But anyway, it has floor vents. It has those old-timey vents that were in the floor. And it works really, really good in the wintertime. It will run you out of here. But it has those vents on it, those in the floor vents. I don't know what else to call them. So anyway, I was taking a shower, and I got out of the shower and got dressed, and it was, Mr. E had done gone to work, and I'd say it's about midnight because we're night owls. He works midnight shift, and usually we lay down about 2:00 during the day. And, get up around 9:30 at night. He leaves and goes to work for 10. And I'm up and do, Etsy and Nyx's Notions and Facebook and whatever else needs to be done. So, anyway, I come in here after I got dressed, dried my hair. I couldn't find the first ferret. I got 5. How do you lose 5 ferrets in one room? Okay. Now this room, if you put a queen size bed in this room and a dresser with a mirror and 2 nightstands, this room would most probably be filled up. Okay. You would be able to get around a bed. It's a fairly decent room, but that'll give you an idea of how big this room is. And there's nothing on the floor. Literally nothing is on the floor but my desk, and it's flat on the floor. So there's nowhere for them to go in a closet down the hall. But we have what is called a half door over the door, so they can't get out. And it's locked. So unless they literally chewed through the door, which there was no holes, there was no way for them to get out and nowhere for them to go. I am going nuts, calling and calling and calling their names. Sid, Max, Izzy, Seymour. All right, Sid, Max, Izzy, Seymour, and Ellie. And I'm calling names. Not the first one of them in this room. No heads pop up. I'm ripping blankets out from out of the desk drawer here. Looking, thinking that, okay, because they sleep hard. When they go to sleep, they're out. The hurricane could come through and they ain't going to wiggle. And none of them. And I'm like, oh my God, where did they go? Where did they go? And I'm looking down the hall, and I'm like, there's no way they can get out of this room. There's just no way. And the windows don't go to the floor. They're half windows. So it's like, how does 5 ferrets escape a room and there's only one way out? Well, they dug up the grate that was in the floor, and they were in the ductwork underneath the house. Now, we have a crawl space under our house. It's not quite big. You can't, if you stood up, you'd have to bend over. It's about that tall. So I have never been down there. I have peeked, but I've never been down there. So apparently that is where all of the ductwork is run for the air condition and the heater. And what they did was they dug up the grate, and all 5 of them went on an expedition. They went on a voyage of let's scare mommy to death, okay? So I literally, it was so funny. I can laugh now, but oh my God, I was like seriously freaking out because ferrets are not like dogs. They do not have a sense of home. If they get out, they get lost and they're not coming back because they can't find their way back home. So it's like, oh my God, my babies are out in the wilderness. They've dug a hole in the heater stuff because it's just that little flimsy, kind of like tinfoily looking stuff, around a slinky that is attached to the air conditioning vents and the heater vents, or that's what it looked like to me. So I'm like, oh my gosh, they've dug a hole, they've done got out of the vent stuff, and now they're under the house, or they've gotten into the backyard, and an owl's gonna get them, or a hawk's gonna get them. Oh my God! Look, I was thinking the worst. I was just like really freaking out. And I'm calling and I'm running through this house in every room in this house, and I'm yanking grates out of the floor, and I'm yanking intake vents out of the floor, and I've got my butt in the air and my head stuck down in a hole in a vent screaming their names. Sid! Because I knew if anybody was going to come to me, it was going to be Sid, because he's kind of like my lap baby. He loves to curl up in my lap, and I'll sit here and pet him all day long. Each one of them has their own personality. The 2 girls are the worst. They are, don't touch me, don't hold me, I'm going to bite you, and they want to roughhouse and play all the time. Sid and Max are the 2 love me birds. They're the 2 that'll sit in your lap forever and let you just scratch and pet on them all day long. So I figured if anybody's going to come to me, it would be Sid. So I'm screaming, Sid, Sid, Sid. Now, this room is in the very back left side of our house. Okay. Where does Sid stick his nose out? In the very front room of the house, all the way on the right side of the house. And I'm like, oh my Lord, I don't know how they got there. I don't know how the ductwork of this house works. All I know is they traveled from this room through a whole bunch of air conditioned vent, and that's where they all ended up. And it was like the blind leading the blind. Sid stuck his little nose out. He came out. I finally got a hold of his scruff and yanked him out. Put his little hiney back in here. Set a ton of books on top of the grate. I mean, you would have had to have been Arnold Schwarzenegger to have moved that grate, because I had at least 200 pounds of books sitting on top of that grate. And Mr. E's on the phone, and I'm crying, my babies, oh my God, come home from work, I've lost the babies. Just serious drama mode. And, so, but they all came out. I mean, Sid come out, and then I think Max was the next one to come out. He's my little roly-poly boy. And so, and then the girls, they finally come out, and one by one, I chunked them all in here. And then I went and got a hammer, and I got some nails. I moved the book, and let's just say that is one grate that will die with this house, because it's never coming up again. I made sure that sucker was nailed shut. And we didn't think about it. I mean, it's those little things like that. If you are a ferret owner, you have to think about that. And we've had ferrets for 20 years now, and this is our second batch. So, because I had my first batch, I had 6 ferrets, and they lived to, let's see, 3 of them lived to be 12, and I lost one when he was 6, and 2 of them one lived to be 14 and one lived to be 15. which is an extremely long lifespan for a ferret. So I was happy about that. And when the last one passed away, we got we started rescuing again, and because that's how we got the first batch, was we rescued them. So people buy them, they go to the pet store, they think they're cute and what have you, but they are very, very high maintenance. So anyway, that's, once you buy them, after a certain amount of time, you can't take them back to the pet store, and sometimes the pet store won't even take them back once you buy them. So we lived close to the pet store, and the pet store was close. Petco was next door to where we worked, and we knew the lady very good. She used to come and buy groceries at the store all the time, and so she was talking about them, and it was like, okay, I'll take them. So we had 2 back to back that people had bought, and they tried to return, and they couldn't, and they were just going to take them to the pound and dump them off. Well, the pound does not know anything. They do cats and dogs, and that's it. And they don't know, what to feed them. They don't know how to take care of them. They don't know nothing about them. So most of the times they won't accept them unless they're just literally dumped like overnight or something. So she gave me the people's names, and I called them and I said, okay, bring them to my house, bring me what you got, and we'll take them. We'll rescue them and take them, give them a good home. So that's how we ended up getting 4 out of the 6. Now the other 2 I literally bought from Petco, and honestly, it's because I felt so bad, because I would go every day when they had baby ferrets in, and I would go, because they get ferrets when they're like 4 weeks old, and the babies, are so used to playing with each other. Well, when they start selling them off, they end up with like 1 left or 2 left, and ferrets are one owner animals, so they get very depressed very easy. They don't do change very well. They don't like change, and they will go into depression, and they will literally die of depression. So I would go and I'd play with them. Every day after work, I'd go and I'd spend about 30 minutes. I'd make sure their nails were cut. I'd make sure that they were brushed, their cage was clean, stuff like that, especially if there was only 1 or 2 left. And they had 2 that just were not getting adopted for some reason or another. Well, Petco can only keep them for so long. And they have, I think it's 6 months. And they can only keep them for 6 months. And then they have to adopt them out. Now, this was when we lived in Atlanta. I don't know what it's like here in Kentucky, but this was Atlanta. So it was coming around to the 6 months, and she couldn't get rid of them because people were wanting the babies, because ferrets grow very fast. They don't really pick up a whole lot of weight, but they get very long. But they lose their babiness or their baby face, let me put it that way, pretty quickly. So, and everybody was wanting the little new babies and what have you. So the other 2 are literally getting bypassed, and so I ended up adopting them. So I pretty much bought them, the 2 that she had left, and brought them home. And it was like, okay, we got no more room. 6 is plenty. Because, the only time that they were ever in a cage, now I was working full time then, and that was the only time that they were in a cage was when I was at work. And that was because I didn't want to leave them unattended. They're not like a dog. They get into mischief. If they can get into anything, trust me, they will. But then, in a way, they're kind of like a cat because they sleep as much as a cat does. So their playtimes is like an hour here. They'll sleep 4 or 5 hours. Then they'll get up. They'll get them something to eat. Then they'll play for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then they'll go back to bed. Now, if they're a baby, that's a different story. All they want to do is play. And that'll be for about the first year. And then after that, they go into their adulthood and they kind of calm down and start sleeping more during the day. But anyway, yeah, that was a funny story. My butt in the air, my head in an air-conditioned vent, screaming for 5 ferrets in a brand new house. So, yeah, I'm sorry. This turned into a ferret story. I'm not sure how, but it did. Honestly, that's what a WIP and chat is. I talk about my life. So that's what's been going on. But, yeah. My son is doing fine. My daughter-in-law is doing fine. My grandkids are doing fine. Everybody's doing fine. School's gotten back. Everybody's going to school. Everything seems to be okay. Thank goodness. I haven't talked to him since the kids started back to school. So I'm not sure what the stipulations are in Texas, whether if it's mask or no mask or whatever. I'm not sure. So, I know that they went to school. Yeah, I seen the pictures of their first day of school, but I'm not sure what the COVID or Delta or whatever they're calling it now is doing in Texas. I know what it's doing here. But, guys, I think that's the reason why Vicky's act of kindness touched me so much is because, gosh, stop and look at what's going on around us. I mean, I'm not trying to sound sappy or, Gandhi here or anything like that. But I mean, good gravy. Look what the hell's going on around us, man. We got a shit storm going on, and excuse my French. We really do. So when somebody does an act of kindness, it really does mean a lot. And, maybe that's why, Vicky's act of kindness touched my heart so much, is because there's just so much negative going on right this minute. Kindness is a rarity at this moment in time. We got so much going on. But, yeah. And that'd be that. I don't watch the news. I really don't. It depresses me. I don't watch the news. And I wouldn't even have known about the Afghanistan stuff if it wouldn't have come across my Facebook feed. And I pretty much have all news and government and all that stuff turned off on my Facebook feed. So pretty much the only thing I see is friends' comments, diamond painting, a little bit of crochet, dogs, cats, frogs, stuff like that. So yeah, but then I don't know, our local TV station had posted something on their Facebook page, and I guess the algorithms of Facebook noticed where I lived and connected the 2 dots and decided they thought that I needed to see what it was. And that's how I found out about the troops coming home, which I'm not going to discuss that topic because I don't think y'all would like what I have to say. But I don't talk about religion and I don't talk about politics. And I guess Afghanistan and the war and all that kind of stuff would be considered politics. So I keep my 2 cents to myself. I'd rather sit here and diamond paint. But anyway, this, if I did not show y'all already, or if I did not tell you this already, yes, I'm changing the subject on purpose. is a Mandie Manzano diamond painting. I purchased this from Diamond Art Club. I want to say I paid like $59 for it. It is a 42 centimeter by 106, and/or in English terminology, it is a 16.5 inches by 41.7 inches. Yeah, I had to learn centimeters when I started diamond painting, and I am not a math person. So try taking a can of soup and measuring it up against a diamond painting to get an idea of how big something is. So, hey, I got a gallon of milk in my hand. Is it bigger or smaller than this? So that is my way of measuring things. Is it bigger than a bread box? So, yeah. Go ahead. Y'all can laugh on that one. I don't mind. I laugh at myself. But, so yeah, diamond painting definitely. Honestly, it's taught me math. So that's a positive thing. Oh, did y'all hear about... Yeah, and I don't know what to do about this. I'm kind of heartbroken a little bit. But this week, unless they have a restock, I doubt seriously if Diamond Art Club is going to be getting any of my money, which trust me, I'm keeping a lot of people at their jobs right now with the amount of money I'm spending at Diamond Art Club. I am paying their salary, let's just say that. But okay, before I say this, I'm going to make a disclaimer. I understand Diamond Art Club's business practices. Let me put it that way. Okay. Now, with that said, Diamond Art Club is exclusively giving or selling, let me rephrase it, selling their diamond paintings on Michaels.com. They are not in the store. They are on the website. Now, Michael's website, Joann's website, and Walmart's websites are a pain in the butt to use. Don't like them. I've tried to buy one thing at Michaels.com a couple of years ago, and it was just it was a mess. I think I ended up not getting it because we couldn't get the website to work. So, it was a royal mess. But, and so is Walmart. Not to mention, it kills me because on the website will be one price and in the store will be another price. That's like Walmart. A skein of yarn is $2.97 at Walmart in the store. Now, trust me, I got a wall full of yarn. I know how much my yarn costs. But you go on the website, and for the same skein of yarn, they want you to pay $6.99 for it. Now, you do the math on that one. Where would you be going? On a website, or would you take your butt to the store around the corner? Personally, I go to the store around the corner to save $4. So anyway, Diamond Art Club has been trying to get into Michael's. They were very transparent about, what they were doing and why they were doing it. They've been trying to get into Michael's for years, and Michael's wouldn't have anything to do with them. Or let me rephrase it. Michael's would not have anything to do with the industry. Okay, they didn't want to invest in this. I guess they thought it was going to be a fly-by-night kind of thing. So Michael's did not want to invest in it. Well, also too, you got to remember we had COVID going on. A lot of people, and I guess you could say brick and mortar places, are going out of business. So even Walmart has geared back on their stock. Grocery stores have geared back on their stock. They pretty much keep necessity stuff in there, and that's that. So, I can understand Michael's point of view, and I can understand Diamond Art Club's point of view. So to seal the deal with Michael's, they made an exclusive agreement. Now, I can't honestly say if this is for more than 1 week. However, I do know that Saturday, August, let me get my calendar here. Saturday, August the 21st at 12 noon. What am I? Eastern time? Eastern time. Yeah, 12 noon Eastern time. They will have their release on Michaels.com and not Diamond Art Club. So, yeah. Now, again, I'm not a big... Now, if I need something, I will go to Michael's store. I shop at Joann's store. I shop at Michael's store. I shop at Hobby Lobby. I shop sales, okay? Hey, I am human just like you guys are. I shop sales. So, you know, if I need beads or diamond paintings or ribbon or material or whatever, I compare my prices and I check my prices to see who's got what, and that's where I shop for that day. So, you know, I have nothing against the company itself. However, I do know that Michaels is going to have its advantages and disadvantages. I looked at a diamond painting that was from Diamond Dots. Michaels does carry Diamond Dots. Joann's carries Diamond Dots, and so does Hobby Lobby. Now, I'm not sure if Diamond Dots had an exclusive agreement with Michaels. I'm not sure. Now, Diamond Art Club is in Hobby Lobby, so I doubt Hobby Lobby made any type of exclusive agreement, but maybe Michaels did. Don't know. Nobody said anything about that. So, but they did have Diamond Dots. But back to what I was saying. I looked at their website yesterday, and diamond painting, no Diamond Art Club as of right this minute, only Diamond Dots. I looked at one diamond painting. They wanted $100 for this diamond painting. It's the Wizard, and he's holding a crystal ball, and in the crystal ball, in his right hand, is a lady's face. Okay, really cool diamond painting. However, there was no information on it. There was no size. There was no, is it round, is it square? The only thing it had was diamond painting by Diamond Art Club and pay me $100. They wanted $100 for that painting. Now, if you looked at the size of it, which it didn't have a size, so I'm guessing, okay? If you look at the size of it, which I want to say I have seen that painting someplace else, because it is pretty cool. It's one of those you'd notice if you've seen it. And if somebody out there has it or they know what I'm talking about, please post it in the comments. So anyway, they wanted $100 for it. It's like, yeah, dude, give me some info about it. Is it round? Is it square? How many colors comes in it? You know, I'm not going to just spend $100 on something that I don't know nothing about. Now, I'm spoiled. Diamond Art Club has spoiled me. I love this canvas. You cannot beat this canvas. Okay, I mean, it's very soft, it's very pliable, but at the same time, it's very strong. I can pull a Mack truck with this, and it most probably wouldn't even damage it. I have never, ever, ever had a Diamond Art Club painting damaged. There's never been any wrinkles. This one here, this cellophane was kind of tight that caused it to bow a little bit. But as soon as I pulled the cellophane back and released it, it all laid flat. I mean, there was no problems whatsoever. I've never had any problems with the drills. The only problem that I've had with these drills, and it always seems to be the black ones, no matter what the company, they all bunch together. Okay, they turn, you get two that's together, and I think that it's just black. I've never had any problems with any other kind. But I do have a grinder coming. And what you do is you take those that do that and you put them in a grinder. And it's two little plastic pieces. If you watch my past videos, I tried to make one out of, it was an Oreo, but it didn't work very well. So I ended up having to buy one that's hard plastic. And you put those in the grinder and you gently grind back and forth. And what it does is it literally it rubs them apart. Now, some people say you can do that with your tray. Take 2 trays and put them together and slide the trays back and forth. But, I'm sorry. This is my tray. I made this one. And my trays are not built, for that. So I just went ahead, and it was only $5. And I bought it from Diamond Painting with Donnie on her Etsy store. I'm sorry, and I know that the link as of right this minute, while I am still live on this video, is not listed below yet. Okay, but if this video will let me review it after it's over with, I will make sure to add all links and information below of everything that I've talked about. Rachel Ray, Diamond Painting with Donnie, her Etsy store. So, but yeah, back to Michael's. What is I see? I remembered. I didn't lose my train of thought. Did go around Grandma's bush though, but I'm back. Hi, how are you? Welcome to Grandma's house. So anyway, yeah, I really like that piece of artwork that I seen on Michael's, but I'm not gonna buy it. Now, I don't know about anybody else. Diddlywink, that one went flying. I don't know about anybody else. I don't know what their opinions are. I'm pretty sure that they're, unless you're just a millionaire and just drop dead want something, I don't think that they're just gonna, they kind of look at diamond painting similar to I do, or I'm assuming that they do. That if you're not gonna go buy dinner blindly and not know what you're eating. Is the only way that I can kind of sum it up. I like to know what I'm eating before I eat it. And with Michael's and not giving any information about the painting and them wanting $100, no joke, it was $100. I am not lying. It was like, yeah, that's not happening. Now, I went to Joann's and they sell diamond dots, but I bought the skull. And that was the very first diamond painting bigger than a bread box that I bought. And I want to say I had like a 40% off coupon on it. And that darn thing was still expensive. And it's hanging on my fridge. It's solid black. It's a partial. And it had special rhinestones on it. And it was a skull. You know me and skulls. Biker boots and skulls. So anyway, that was my very first one. Then everybody started talking about Diamond Art Club. I got my first Diamond Art Club. I've done Spell Queen. I've done Craftability. And in all honesty, out of all of them, I am not talking bad about them. I have them. They're over here in my corner. And they are in line to be done. They will be done. But at the same time, I have had more pleasure out of doing Diamond Art Club paintings than any of the rest of them. And it could be the fact of, the canvas was a little different, or it could have been a drills. I did Diamond Art Club Valentine Masquerade. Okay, guys, I got too many things to list in this video, so all I can say is go look at my other videos, okay? I'm giving you names. The names are in the title. They're not hard to find. Go look at the other videos. Anyway, I did Valentine Masquerade by Mandie Manzano, and that was the third diamond painting that I'd ever done. And oh my God, that sucker was humongous, but it was squares. Okay, the first 2 that I did was from Amazon, and it was 2 owls, and they were little 30 by 40s, and they were round. And I literally did them within 5 hours, and they were full coverage. And I knocked them out, and it was like, okay, that was fun. What's next? So, when I got Valentine Masquerade, honestly, I knocked it out as well, because I worked on it every day for 3 weeks, and it was done. Well, after that, I did Little Dragon Z, and there's a before, during, and after video on that as well. Go look it up. And then I did Hazel. Now, Hazel was round. I love Hazel. Hazel is my favorite. I still have to fix her star. Hazel is my favorite. However, she is Dreamer's Design. Dreamer's Design is a very good company. However, they don't. I can't remember. Yes, Hazel is still in stock or still on the website. I'm going to put it that way. Hazel is still on the website as of right this minute that I know of, that I personally know of. I was just there yesterday, and I want to say I seen Hazel and her sister Rainbow Bright. However, Harley Quinn and the Harry Potter girl, QB, I don't know her name, without getting up to go look. Anyway, they were not there. They were sold out. They have got new paintings in. Now, this is Dreamer's Design. They have got new art in, but it is all landscapes. I don't do landscapes. I got one right this minute that I have to do for my friend, that it was her birthday. I was going to do the sunflowers, remember? Well, we ended up buying her sunflowers for her birthday, and I was not going to give her junk, and I could not find a diamond painting because I ended up sending the other one back to Amazon because it had missing drills. So I finally found a really nice one on Dreamer's Design, and it is a kind of a landscapey thing. It's got sunflowers on it and a hat and grapes, and y'all will see it is there. It's pretty popular, and it's like, okay, yeah, I gotta do that one. I'm hoping it's gonna be fun. But Hazel was, from there as well. But Hazel's canvas kept unraveling on me. The sides frayed really, really bad, and I was having to pull hairs out. Now, it's partly my fault, okay, because I wear my flannel sleeves and my flannel jackets all the time. Every video you see me in, except for a couple, I am wearing one color or another of these. And that's because I get cold in my house. And, I'm a woman. We have hot flashes. One minute we're hot, the next minute we're cold. But needless to say, I don't run around and try to sweat my husband out of the house. So I try to accommodate. If I'm hot, I take this off. If I'm cold, I put it on. When y'all see my videos, most of the time I'm wearing it. And again, I got like 8 of them. So pick a color. They're comfortable. They work. Anyhow, my sleeve going back and forth kept dragging up against this. And I did not. So I can't blame Dreamer's Designs for the canvas doing that, because it was me and my fault that done it. Now, and it was sewn. It was serrated as well, just like this one. But I kept getting those darn little hairs in it. And when I first noticed it, I should have stopped. I should have went and took painter's tape or washi tape or some kind of, non-permanent tape and wrapped around the borders on here, because that's what painters do. Is if their canvas starts to fray, they just tape masking tape and just wrap masking tape around it. And that's also how they get their straight edges, is on their paintings. So, because my grandmother was an oil painter, she taught me that trick a long time ago. So I should have done that. But that was the only downfall I had to Hazel. That, and she was round. I have grown very, very fond of squares. I like my squares. I think my squares, to me, this is my opinion, yes, they are a little more precarious. Yay me, I used the big word. They are a little more precarious in placement. And you have to kind of, make sure that you're doing, keeping them straight and, what have you. Whereas rounds, you can just blow and go. I mean, you just throw them down and go, and they'll end up lining up perfectly. Well, squares pretty much do as well. As long as you keep them semi-straight, then you're golden. And at the end of the project, when you take the rolling pin, now I use my kitchen wooden rolling pin. I lay this on the floor. I take my rolling pin. I get on my hands and knees, and I roll over this. Okay, and you'll hear pop, 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 pop. And that is all these beads literally settling down, and they will straighten themselves out. So I have no issues with lining up whatsoever. This is my jar of, and that's all I got. I mean, that you can see there's not that many in there and the pink things are, they're the sensation things that you throw in the washing machine, and it's amber and rose. You see them advertised on TV all the time. Tiddlywink. That's what I call ones that go flying. Tiddlywinks. So anyway, I'm waiting for one of my ferrets to come out with a drill on his nose. Seriously, guys. But that's why I bought the grinder, because when I do that, sometimes they're so hard they cut my fingers. So it's like, okay, instead of me fighting with them all the time, and the fact that they're black, I'm just gonna put them in there and save them till I get my grinder. So there's not that many. I mean, I've gone through, this is like the third bottle, and I've only had maybe 10 total that I couldn't get apart. So that's not too bad. But anyway, what I was saying about Diamond Art Club is the fact that, yeah, I understand their business plan. But, and yes, I did go way around Grandma's bush for that one. I understand their business plan. I understand what they're doing, and yay for them, because that ain't going to do anything but help the company grow. So I'm all for that. Hey, whatever helps keep a company in business, I'm all for, especially them. So I get it, but at the same time, and they're doing the out of the United States people, they're doing them really good. If you're a member and signed up for their emails and you live outside of the United States, what they're going to do is they're going to send you an email with a link on it, and that is going to give you the ability to shop on the website. Now, if you're in the United States, you are not going to be able to buy any of the new releases at their website, because they're exclusively for Michaels. So the only thing that you're going to be able to buy on their website is what they already have there. So all of their new releases for this week, like I said, is going to be on Michaels.com. One, I didn't see anything I really liked. So I don't buy things just to buy. And, I'm not a big stash person. Yes, I have a lot of videos. However, all of the ones that I have done unboxings with, I have bought because I am going to do, and they're going to be hanging on my wall. Now, granted, I only got 2 hands, and it takes about 3 weeks to a month for me to do a diamond painting. But I do marathon diamond paintings. I'll diamond paint for 2 days straight. I'll turn on some music. I'll turn on Netflix, and I will literally, binge diamond paint for 48 hours. Like 24, 48, 2 days. That's 48 hours. Now, granted, I'm not constantly sitting here doing this. I stop. I go tinkle. I make me some coffee or, what have you. Feed the babies, whatever needs to be done. But I will literally diamond paint for 2 days. And then, Mondays, I watch my TV on Mondays. Other than that, I normally don't turn the TV on. but I watch my Street Outlaws on the Discovery Channel and my Memphis Outlaws with JJ the Boss. Gotta get my hot rod fixed, people. Sorry. Hot rods and motorcycles. I was raised on them. So that's what my Mondays consist of. And no, I cannot diamond paint and watch them at the same time. That does not happen. And yes, I do have Discovery Plus on my computer. However, I have got the biggest doggone TV in the world that takes up an entire wall. So why would I want to watch on a 20-inch or so? What is this? An 18-inch laptop? It's a big freaking. It's the biggest laptop they make. Or watch it on my big wall-sized TV that my husband just bought me because the last one we had was like 8 years old and blew up. So I got a brand new TV. I'd say it's about 4 months old. So yeah, I watch my Hot Rod Mondays. I watch a lot of Discovery Channel. When I do watch TV, it's pretty much Netflix or Discovery Channel. I mean, you learn a lot on the Discovery Channel. You really do. And so I like horror movies. All my horror movies are coming out. It is August, people. Halloween is right around the corner. This is my happy time of the year. Between August 1st to October 31st midnight, set your watch. August 1st midnight to October 31st midnight is Nyx DarkSky's happiest time of the entire year. And I pretty much get out of my house. I go shopping for all of my fall decorations. And it is just a happy time. If you cannot be a big kid at Halloween and be happy and have fun at Halloween, then I don't know what to tell you. Because when it comes to Halloween, I got 5 grandkids. And trust me, I'm a bigger kid than they are. When it comes to Halloween, you will see. I got to post my videos from last year. We decorate the yard. We go all out for Halloween. We're those people. And it's just me and Mr. E. So, but we do. We go all out for the neighborhood and the kids in the neighborhood. And we don't do like major horror, okay? You know, blood and guts and stuff like that. We do have the lawnmower guy, which Mr. E had this old lawnmower that he got off of Craigslist for free. And it was a riding lawnmower. And he ended up with 2 of them. So out of the 2 and the one that he already had, he ended up making one good one that worked. Go figure that out. So I told him to throw one away. Okay, take it to the dump or wherever you take old tractors old riding lawnmowers that die. I said, get rid of that one, but keep one. And I want you to go get some, because it was a John Deere, so it's already green. I said, I want you to go get some neon orange. And I said, I want you to spray paint on it neon orange. And I said, I want some red. So he went and got me neon orange and red spray paint. Well, what I did was I took an old pair of his jeans and an old pair of his tennis shoes, because he goes through shoes like no tomorrow. So I kept back a pair of his old tennis shoes that were blowed out. And I took the jeans and I stuffed them with newspaper. And I think we had a bale of hay. And I stuffed it in newspaper and hay. And I turned it to where the zipper was facing down on the grass and the butt was in the air. And I made sure to stuff the butt really good so it poked up a little bit. And I took the toe of the shoes and I buried the toes. I just took the spay, like a garden spay, and I pulled dirt back a little bit and I stuck the toe of the shoe in there so it'd stand up. And so anyway, I put it right at the front of the lawnmower, the riding lawnmower, right before the blade, where the big round circle thing is on the riding lawnmower. And I put it underneath, just tucked underneath the riding lawnmower. So it looks like the skeleton man that's sitting on the riding lawnmower ran over the guy that's on the ground. So, there's no blood, there's no guts. It's just more visual appearance than anything else. And then Mr. E made us a cemetery gate. So the front of our house is, I don't have my white picket fence yet. I am getting it though soon. So he made out of PVC and styrofoam cemetery gates. And he has these 2 styrofoam bricks that sit on both sides of our walkway. And then he took PVC pipe and, I don't know, some kind of little pipe piece that looked like an arrow at the end and stuck on the top of the pipe. And he spray painted it all black. So it looks like we have a black wrought iron fence. It's too bad we couldn't make a real fence that cheap, because it really was cheap to make. And it looks real. It looks really good. And he painted it black and gray. And if you didn't know any better, if you didn't come up and touch it, you would think that it was real cemetery gates. He did a really good job on it. So we had that. And due to COVID last year and us staying 6 feet apart, I made a candy chute. Okay. And it was a huge, I don't know what is a sewer pipe? What is a sewer pipe? 8-inch round pipe. It was pretty big. And I hiked it real high up. Now I'm 5 foot tall. So I had to reach up to put the candy in it. And it had a deep slope to it for like a 5-year-old to put her little bucket underneath the other end of it. Oh my God, the kids loved it. The kids loved it. And my house is not high up on a hill or anything like that. I mean, my yard's pretty level. It's just that I had it kicked. I had one end taller than the other end. And I was standing on the front porch, which is like one step up. So the kids, oh my God, they loved that doggone candy chute. And I know we gave away 6 huge bags. I mean, like 10-pound bags of candy. We gave away 6 last year. And we kept 6 feet apart. But it was like, I refused to give up Halloween. And I posted signs in the yard. We will be having Halloween. It will be COVID friendly. And bring your kids. So everybody wore a mask. And I wore gloves, because I wanted parents to be comfortable and safe. And I had Lysol and I had hand sanitizer and I had all of that. And it was all sitting right there with me. And when the kids would come and they would bring their buckets and they'd set their buckets underneath I even had a hook for the babies, because sometimes the babies can't hold up their buckets. So their moms would hang their buckets on the hook at the end. And when the candy come out at the end, it would literally just fall right in her bucket. And mom could help them, get the bucket. So, yeah, it was a blast. So I love Halloween. I really do. And I am happy and I'm excited. And I refuse to let the world drag me down this time of year. I'm just not going to do it. Now, here's the flip side to that. Come November 1st, 2-1, you guys will not see me nor hear from me until January the 5th. And that is because I don't do holidays. They make me very depressed. They make me very sad. And for some reason or another, it's like somebody flips a light switch in me. And October 31st at midnight, when we are putting all the decorations away, it's like my spirit just dies with it. And I come inside, I close the curtains, I padlock the front door, and I pretty much don't do nothing until January the 5th. And it's just, I don't know, it hasn't gotten any worse, but this started about 15 years ago. I had an extremely bad experience during the holidays, and I'm not going to go into it. It's personal, And that's all I want to say about that. However, that is pretty much the cause. And I know that's the cause. I know that there is an issue there. I have been trying to work on it for years. So all of you out there that's saying, well, you could do this and you could do that. And yeah, I've tried all that. You know, it's kind of like being in a room full of people and the loneliest person in the world, if y'all can understand that. So anyway, I don't do holidays. And due to the fact that it's me and Mr. E, we don't put up a tree. We don't decorate the house for Christmas or anything like that. I literally close the curtains, close the blinds, padlock the doors, don't answer the phone. And most of the time, you don't see me on the internet. So I take a 2-month hiatus. So, and I usually, what I'll do is I'll find me a video game. Last year, what did I play last year? Last year, I played Days Gone on PS4, which is a really good video game. And I played Far Cry. I played Far Cry 4 and Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 and 5.5. So, and I'm patiently waiting for 6, which is due out around November. So anyway, I just lost myself in that. I don't know. I mean, between the news and between the world and not knowing if we're coming or we're going or mask or no mask or, this person is screaming and yelling, because you're taking my political rights or you're not taking my political rights or whatever. I don't get into all of that. And I'm not gonna. And, I'm not going to let issues that I have, I'm picking and choosing my words very carefully here, if y'all can figure that out. I am not going to let issues control me, especially during a bad time of the year that I am having a hard time controlling myself, drag me down. I have no control over it. There's nothing I can do about the world other than my little 2 cents that I have done. And, other than that, there's nothing that I can do or fix. So sitting here and, just absorbing all of that negativity is not helpful. It's not productive. Not to mention, I am literally just trying to make it through 8 weeks and open the door on January the 5th, the sun be shining, it be cold outside, hopefully a little bit of the snow came, and greet the new year. And it's like a fresh start to me. It's like, okay, wipe off the old, here's the new, let's start all over again. So yeah, so Halloween is my big bang. I did go see my kids last year for Thanksgiving. I've done that for 2 years in a row. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it this year. I would like to go, but I normally try to go about every 2 years. So yeah, but I don't know. I haven't 100% decided on that yet, whether if I'm going to go or not. Because usually when the grandkids get out of school for Thanksgiving holiday, which I think is like 2 weeks or something like that, it takes, how long does it take me to get there? Because I drive straight through. I drive, I don't fly. I don't go nowhere without my car. So anyway, I think it's 18 hours because I leave around 10 o'clock at night. And with gas station stops and tinkle breaks and everything else, I normally get there about 6 p.m. the next day because I drive straight through. And I love driving at night. Oh, I love driving at night. Crank up the radio. Man, there's nobody out on the streets. You can go through the big cities and not have to worry about trucks running over you. So usually I go through all the major cities, during the nighttime, and I'm pretty much where I got to be, to a good section by the time, daylight gets there. So I will leave and arrive the last day that the kids are in school. So usually they're getting off the bus or have just gotten home from their last day of school, and I'm pulling up in the driveway. So, and they love to see Grams coming, because when Grams comes, Grams brings two things. She brings gifts and money. What kid does not like money? And so, yeah, and I mean, honestly, look at it like this. I could either give my kid the money, or I could go stay in a hotel. And, they live in an apartment. They got 5 kids. So, because I call them my Brady Bunch. He had 2, she had 3. So, but they like for me to stay there. So the money that I would have spent on a motel stay for 10 days, I just pretty much give it to them. Why not? They buy groceries with it. It helps the kids out, and it's a Thanksgiving and a Christmas all wrapped up in one. So, and what else am I going to do with it? I can't take it with me. And Diamond Art Club ain't coming out with new paintings, so I can't spend it on that. So what else am I going to do with it? But, yeah, that's about the gist of it. That's my holidays, if I decide to do that this year. Other than that, I might just padlock the freaking doors and download a new game on PlayStation and call it a year. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm sorry. I was not going there. And I have been almost, I have been live videoing. I did post it on my Facebook page. I posted on Nyx's Notions Facebook page. I did tweet it. And I did share it on Instagram. And, I don't know about everybody else, but nobody showed up for my live streams. But that's okay, because this is kind of like a extra long whipping chat. Normally my Saturday whipping chats last about an hour. I try to keep them down to around about an hour. But this one here has gone a little longer. I was kind of hoping that, maybe somebody would show up. But again, this was a spur of the moment thing. It was not planned. People work. It is Thursday. If y'all have an idea of when would be a good day to do a live video so I can talk to you guys in person, leave me a comment down below and let me know. Because, again, I'm new to this. This is my second one. So I hope it's even on. I hope it's on and hope it's running. So, anyway, I think I have gone around Grandma's bush enough, and I think I have talked about everything in the world that I could talk about. I do not. I lead a very boring life. So if it's not ferret related, and if it's not diamond painting related, I pretty much lead a very boring life. It's too bad I had to get old to have a calm life. I needed this when I was around 30. 30 would have been a good time. My 30s was good. I love my 30s and my 40s. So, yeah, I really did. Who loved their 30s and 40s? Were they good for you? Mine were pretty good. A lot of learning curves. A lot of learning. But at the same time, what do they say? If you don't fall down and scratch your knee every now and then, you don't know it hurts. So, anyway, that is what is going on. Oh, I did want to give a shout out about Nyx's Notions. I have never mentioned this before in any of my other videos. I do have a link, but I've never really talked about it too much. However, I am going to throw in a couple of sentences here. Take over on Etsy, it's Nyx's Notions. Link is down below in the description. We got some new items in the store. Got some new diamond painting pins in the store. If there's something that you would like to see, we got some new trays. We got small and large. And So, pop over there, guys. Give me a heart, like my store. Give me a share, share with your friends or something. It'd be greatly appreciated if you would. Share it in your diamond painting community or Facebook group or Instagram or wherever you're at. I've done lost track of where everybody's at now. I pretty much try to be everywhere that there's a internet something going on, social something. But anyway, I had to kind of throw in a plug for Nyx's Notions this time around. So, but with that, I think I'm gonna say my goodbyes for now. And if you're watching this on replay, please type in the comments below replay. That way I know you've seen it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated as well. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and the bell. I keep forgetting about the bell. I also want to say thank you to Jim Weeder and his beautiful wife Kate for being a Buy Me a Coffee channel supporter. I also want to say thank you to Kendra Francesco, who bought me 5 cups of coffee. If you would like to help out my channel, I have Buy Me a Coffee. You can buy me 1 cup of coffee if you would like, or you can be like Jim and become a channel supporter. Or you can do a one-time donation with PayPal Me. That's right underneath the Buy Me a Coffee. It's just a one-time donation. And if you do, thank you, thank you. And if you don't, that is great too. I'm just happy that you're here. Please do not feel obligated to do anything but just sit your little hiney in front of the monitor, and I hope you get a laugh out of this video. And because I am silly, I have the deepest Southern accent that you have ever heard in your life. And my husband says sometimes I'm Lucille Ball reincarnated, especially when it comes to ferrets and my butt in the air and my head in a heater vent. So, yeah, just imagine that and you'll get a good belly laugh out of that one. Yelling for 5 ferrets that could care less. So, anyway, guys, I am going to leave you with that visual. Y'all have a fantastic day. Have a beautiful start to your weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. The weekend starts. And for everybody, be happy, be crafty, and please, please be kind. Okay? It takes 1 second to do an act of kindness for somebody. It really does. Vicki made my day today, and it took her 10 seconds to do it. And she made my entire day. So pay that forward. I know I'm going to try to. Bye for now, guys.